Hi everyone, thanks so much for taking the time to tune in. It's been a while. So this video is a fresh start, a new beginning, a new direction. A massive thank you to the current 2,500 subscribers who never unsubbed during the mothballing phase of this channel, where I've pretty much removed all of the old content. A quick rundown on a few reasons for deleting the old content, and why I took some time out from YouTube. I started this channel mainly through 2020 during you know what. With so much time on my hands, it was a great fidget spinner, and allowed me to pass on some of my knowledge, tips, advice, behind the scenes, and how I shot style videos. I built a YouTube set in the back of my cold garage at the end of my street, and would walk along in the cold, coffee in hand, and my roller bag of gear. The neighbours must have wondered what on earth I was doing in there. I really enjoyed the process of planning, creating, editing, and delivering video content, much like this, but there was a few things that meant it ground to a halt. The first and main point was the resurgence of the wedding industry. Counting for COVID postponements, I was ridiculously busy, as I guess most were. From June 21 to the end of 2022, roughly 18 months of shooting, I documented 108 weddings. Yep, you heard me right, 108. Having time aside to create YouTube content was the last thing on my mind. And at stages I had 20 outstanding weddings to edit. The editing backlog was real. There was a 14 to 15 week delivery period. It was crazy times, people. The second point of mothballing the channel content was more of a personal choice. The old content was tongue-in-cheek, playful, very relaxed with F-bombs and more explicit language, which most of you lot actually liked. Raw talk and a no BS approach. However, it always felt like I could be more professional and reach a wider audience. This new start for the channel will deliver a more professional tone of voice and make the videos safer for work, and in turn hopefully grow the channel. Sorry to those who like the F-bombs. The final point for removing the old content was, it was old. I've grown as a person, a photographer and a creative, with plans for my business over the next 5 years. I'll keep those plans to myself for now, but YouTube plays its part, and I didn't want old content on a channel that did not reflect my current standards, branding and approach. So those are some of the reasons why I deleted the old content, and you may be asking, will I say that content again? Short answer, no. Longer answer is yes, but re-delivered with on-brand guidelines and up-to-date delivery, and not wholly on YouTube either. More on that in a bit. Videos such as how I shot will be recreated to walk through some of the off-camera flash photos I used to create. I say used to, as for the past 12 to 15 months I've moved away from flash altogether. However, I know there are some of you out there who love flash and are still on the path and would love some content. Who am I to argue? So I will be planning to shoot some flash-based content and deliver that to you at some point. With all that said, what's my goal for this channel and what will I be delivering? Well, this video has been sat for months. It was scripted, recorded, deleted, procrastinated on. It should have been made live around 2 months ago, but the fear bubble, as Ant Middleton calls it, set in. What if people don't get the value? The imposter syndrome was absolutely off the scale. I decided to be more like Ant Middleton and live in the fear bubble, and in the word of Nike, just do it. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? I waste a few hours of my life each day. It won't kill me. So, YouTube is part of a much bigger project, which, in my head, won't be finished and ready to go for around 2 years. I have a massive roadmap and planning guide for this big project, but I didn't want it to drip feed onto YouTube. I wanted to drop it all at once, but I've decided to deliver useful content now that hopefully provides some value without stepping on the toes of my big project later down the road. Honestly, this project down the road is going to be a massive labour of love over the next 2 years. So my honest goal for this channel is to simply use it to grow awareness to me and my brand, providing value to you where I can, and to build a community of photographers who value me and what I have to offer. And then once my big project is finished and ready to launch, I'll hopefully have a few people just like you who would value the content. I'm just being honest here, people. In regards to what content you can expect from me on this channel, how I shot it will return with the recreation of the off-camera flash shot as I mentioned, but I'll also incorporate new photographs and explain the reasons behind the shot, whether that be reasons for the composition, the light, the moment, or even the story. Gear reviews on items I own, such as the G Master lenses, one of which I'm filming on now. Practical tips and advice that you can take to your next wedding. I'll also bring you along with me on my journey as I endeavour to break into destination wedding photography, with my first destination wedding booked for 2024 in Tuscany at Villa di Ulignano. I'll also be delivering image curation for marketing and more, culling and editing, full wedding walkthroughs, and eventually, once I launch the big project in 2 years' time, you will have access to that too. There may be even a cheeky discount for followers. We'll see. So, with 6 years of experience and knowledge, having photographed over 250 weddings all over the UK, won over 150 industry awards, I'm sure there'll be something for everyone on this channel. Well, that was a little housekeeping on the old content and the new direction for the channel and what to expect from me along the way. Please drop a comment below to say hi. It would be great to see who's actively subscribed and watching. Let me know what content you want to see on the channel and I'll try and accommodate requests where possible. The next 2 years are going to be super busy, but stick with me. It's going to be awesome. For now, I'll see you in the next video.